Okie dokie, so Adam and I haven't talked much about this project, but as you can see, it's a rough one. So I'm going to try and film a little bit here and there as we put this thing, take it apart and put it back together. Horribly raccoon infested house. As you can see, they ate all the sheeting. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us on this one. But basically we're doing a whole exterior remodel, roof, siding, soffit, fascia, windows, getting rid of this nasty looking brick that's down there. But today's project, we are going to get these ends ripped off and we're gonna put a 16-inch overhang on them. So I'll try and kind of pop on and off as we put this thing together. So the roof had like 2-ish layers on it, most everywhere, just kind of shitty. We've got some rot down in the valley to repair, and then we'll redeck the roof, black it in, and shingle it. But like I said, we've got to go around and we've got to repair all the rot at the bottom first before we can redeck, and then we can build these lookouts. So we'll start there. Ugh, demo. All right, so yesterday we talked a little bit about the outside, and while I wanted to start redecking yesterday, nightmares. All right, so yesterday in kind of the intro, I was talking about this end while we were taking off the siding. Turns out there's no sheeting left behind it because the raccoons used it all for a nice new bed. And then we had some rot in this valley. We started to open things up, and it's much more severe than kind of what the story told us. Adam's shaking his head at me because he hates me. He talks about, oh, let's have a reality TV show, but he doesn't like to be on YouTube every once and again. Yeah, right? So yeah, we came in here and lots of rot. The valley rafter is pretty well gone. Also the top plate through here is gone. These studs were all rotted. When we took the drywall off here, you could just see the brick on the outside. So that was cool. And then a bunch of the subfloor was all rotted. So we're gonna build a temp wall through here instead of just these couple ones that are propped up. We're gonna build a proper temp wall, and then pretty much everything from here down is rotted. Sill plate is non-existent, so we're gonna be doing like 8 feet of new sill plate, new rim board, sistering on a couple floor joists. We're doing this rim board too, right, on this side. So we're doing a bunch of the rim board on this side under these windows. So luckily too, these windows are all gonna fuck off and go to normal sized, modern looking stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we're gonna build a temp wall. Alrighty, so we've got a proper temp wall up now. Very nice. We there's like a little bit of a sag like right through here, and we took out that as much of it as we could without getting too crazy. So we have to come out here now. We need to pull this bottom course of sheeting, and then we're gonna put our new rim board to here and then this whole side. So that is the plan. As you can see, there is nothing left in here as far as oh, there's a little bit of a board, lots of dirt. So but we're just gonna replace it right in here somewhere. So that, as you can see, lots of rot on this side as well. So a little trickery, but we're gonna start hacking into it. All right, big problems. So we ended up just taking off that whole wall. The window is getting deleted anyway. I kind of forgot to mention that. So we have the sill dirt and the rim almost dirt removed, ready to start patching this thing back together. So we've got these 1, 2, and 3 were a little rotted, so I think we'll try and shove our new 2x10s in there. so that those are ready to rock and roll for sisters. And then we'll attach a new sill plate down, a new rim board on. We got to cut a piece of bridging or two for in there, and we can patch the subfloor back in. So demo is done, the subfloor is back in. We can build this new wall, which will include the top plate that is not there, and then we can work at some redos on the valley rafter and the rafters to either side of it and get those all nice and tight, and away we go. Why do we do this? This coffee is really good. Folgers Black Silk. You can sponsor the channel. So, continuing on in the rot journey, I'll have to show you guys down below, but we patched all that in and made it all good. So, we got some like squash blocks here to get good bearing on this valley rafter. We put in, because they chunked out a ton of this ceiling joist, so there's only probably an inch left holding the ceiling on, and this one was actually very low. So, we headed this across. We've got to shove a couple sisters in there when the time comes, which is probably sooner rather than later. And then that'll be good. And then we started resheeting here, so we just kind of notched these to something less than 48 where they would fit nice, so that we can then redeck after the fact, make our lives easy. So next, we are going to go over there and we're going to snap a line on the second rafter in, and we're going to take all of the sheeting off, including that last little bit of shingles. And then we're going to cut in some lookouts, and we're going to build a small soffit, like 16 inches or so going out, to put a little bit of an overhang on the front of the house, to give us a detail for soffit and fascia to look real nice. We have to decide if we're going to do one on this house roof pitch, and then we're going to do one on the end for the garage as well. So we put a little bit of overhang and kind of get everything a little bit more uniform. These overhangs are 32 inches, but we're going to build 16-inch overhangs on what we have here, so it'll be half the distance, but it should look all right. Other than that, it is a big muddy mess. It snowed twice now, or 3 times in the last week or so. Adam hates his life, I hate mine, and we're just gonna keep working in the cold. All right, so these fine boys are up in the air. They are hanging off the new subfascia, so those are just 2x4 lookouts. 16-inch overhang, those are 32, so it's about half the distance. Nate was nice and went and got us some nice 18-foot long 2x6 subfascia, so we'll do it in one piece. We'll do this side and go over there, do that one, and then back to roof shenanigans. Who needs a skid loader? Useless.